Members of the National Union of Seamen at a rally in Liverpool calling for shorter hours and higher wages, May 1966. The damaged French battleship Jean Bart in Casablanca, November 1942, photo taken from a U.S. plane. A young Quezon Fambihain. Quezon is the mostly forgotten communist leader of Laos, 1950s. A Frenchman trying Coca-Cola for the first time, 1950. Barricade constructed by revolutionaries of the Paris Commune, 1871, blurriness caused by long exposure time. Consolidated B-24 Liberator assembly line at Fort Worth, Texas, 1943. In 1966, Bobby Gibb was told she was disqualified from participating in the Boston Marathon because she was female. She crashed the race by hiding in a bush near the starting line and finished with a time, crushing the glass ceiling for women runners everywhere. An unidentified woman taking her dog for a walk at the Bois de Boulogne, Paris, 1910s. Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, founder of Turkey, and Joseph Grew, ambassador of America, they talk about Ataturk Forest Farm in French, 1930. Union and Confederate veterans shaking hands at the reunion, to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the Battle of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, 1913. 50 calories, machine gun crew of the 90th Coastal Artillery Regiment stationed at Oujda, Morocco, near U.S. 5th Army Headquarters, June 25, 1943. A U.S. soldier uses a portable flamethrower while in the background a phosphorus smoke bomb explodes during a chemical warfare demonstration, at Edgewood Arsenal, Maryland, June 25, 1943. Young lady enjoying a day at the beach, France, 1920. The French destroyer Bourrasque sinking after being hit by German bombers during Operation Dynamo. 500 soldiers died off Dunkirk, May 30, 1940. 2 GIs of the American 83 RD Division, both armed with Thompson submachine guns, peer around a corner in the rubble-strewn streets of Gerzenik, Germany, December 17, 1944. For members of the Women's Junior Air Corps at Croydon Airport in 1958. American people look at the rearranged European borders in 1918 after the First World War. Excavation of a medieval mass grave on the Swedish island of Gotland, 1929. Farewell at Pennsylvania Station, 1943. Winston Churchill with a Tommy gun during an inspection near Hartlepool, 1940. Hamburg Central Station decorated in honor of Miklos Horthy's visit to Germany, August 24, 1938. Out for a drive in a Ford Model T Tourabout, in Dumas, Arkansas, 1910. A cloud of black smoke fills the air after an Airbus A320 crashes to the ground during an air show, killing 3 and injuring 50 of the 136 occupants. This particular flight was the A320's first passenger flight, and its first fatal crash, Habsheim, France, 1988. An ammunition lorry of the British Army's 11th Armoured Division explodes after being hit by mortar fire during Operation Epsom, Normandy, France, June 26, 1944. Led by their piper, men of 7th Seaforth Highlanders, 15 Scottish Division advanced during Operation Epsom in Normandy, France, June 26, 1944. Cotton Mill Girls, Kosciuszko, Mississippi, 1913. Futuristic gas station, USSR, 1980. Police photo of Josip Broz Tito, the Yugoslav leader, from 1928, after he and several other protesters attempted to free an arrested baker from the hands of the gendarmes in Zagreb. The Beaux-Arts Architects Ball of 1931. American Marines on a landing craft approaching the Japanese-held island of Tarawa. One of the Marines shows a picture of a pin-up girl as Tarawa burns in the background, 1943. Protesters marching through Washington, D.C. in support of abortion rights and birth control, March, 1986. At the May Day pageant in Salome, Greene County, Georgia, 1941. The Naval Yard at Brest, 1895. Maria N. Sherwood, Australian-born in East Sussex who grew the Granny Smith apple variety. Although the variety survived in the region, it was not until 1924 that her merits were discovered. Photo from the mid-19th century. Chicago gangsters firing their weapons, 1930. Rita Percetti and Gloria Rossi try out a new portable cabin where they can change after sunbathing on the beach, 1938. Steep Lane Baptist Chapel Buffet Lunch, 1976. Fruit pickers taking a break in an orchard, 1950. The mayor of Cherbourg, France thanks U.S. Army General Lawton Collins after liberating the city, June 27, 1944. Captain Lowell H. Smith and Lieutenant John P. Richter performing the first aerial refueling using two United States Army Air Service Airco DH-4B biplanes, June 27, 1923. A Christian wedding during the Lebanese Civil War, Beirut, Lebanon, 1986. Jamaican-American singer and model Grace Jones posing for a portrait shoot at the Foro Italico, Rome, Italy, 1982. Saddam Hussein appears at a birthday party for one of the British hostages he held in Kuwait shortly after his invasion, August 1990. French destroyer Le Triomphant having her bow painted by her crew in late 1940. London policemen test life jackets by jumping into Thames, 1930. Max Factor ice facial mask from 1931. Photo of an Oirat caravan. The nomads, most likely from China or Mongolia, are going to a town to conduct trades of goods. Philippine General Carlos Romulo presents Lieutenant Colonel Ruby Bradley with the U.S. Lady of the Year award. She was one of the most decorated women in the United States military, 1949. Amir Habibullah Khala Khani, the first Tajik to rule modern Afghanistan, in January 1929, he overthrew King Amanullah and his reforms, but held power for only 10 months. P-40E Warhawk Rose Marie, of the 16 Fighter Squadron, 23 Fighter Group, October 1942. Private Charles Preston, of Nicholasville, Kentucky, brushes snow from AM 1917 Browning machine gun mounted on his Jeep during the Battle of the Bulge, December 1944. MV Gullfoss unloading at Reykjavik in 1968. The ship belonged to Eimskip, a company that used the swastika in its logo from 1914 to around 1969. The company's ships often sail to Hamburg. Burt Ward, Yvonne Craig and Adam West in the 1960s Batman TV series. French soldiers await the attack in First Battle of Marne, 1914. Women outside the Prime Minister's office during the protests against the hijab law, Iran, 1980. The last known photograph of the RMS Titanic before her April 14 to 15, 1912 sinking, taken by Kate Odell as she disembarked off Queenstown, now COBH, Ireland, April 11, 1912. The fate of RMS Carpathia, the steamship which rescued Titanic survivors. She would be sunk by 3 torpedoes fired from German sub U-55 while en route to Boston, July 17, 1918. Polish Navy Witcher-class destroyer, ORP Berza, at the port of Gdynia, in the Polish People's Republic, during a busy day for visitors, 1960. Armed mujahideen carry animal skins to use as inflatable buoys to cross rapids, Kunar Province, 1980. Turkish workers' bathroom prayer in St. Jacobuskirk Church in Enschede, 1965. At the time there weren't any mosques in the city, so the church allowed them to do their prayers there.